It's been a really long time since I've been here. I wanted to share an update that we have been trying out polyamory, and I wanted to just share like this very, very special kind of realization that I had um, around how, yeah, I love being able to have multiple relationships at one time because I'm not caught in limerence, and I'm seeing many relationships are meeting different needs. And in a nuclear family, it's actually like something like it's not allowed to have emotional like connection outside of your marriage because that would be emotional cheating. And so it's been really, really helpful to, I think, what's the word? Deconstruct this notion that romantic relationships are the epitome of relationships, and that we will be able to get all of our needs met through our spouse. And I'm just realizing so much about myself. I've made some really, really beautiful connections. Some are friends that are open to meeting my spouse, like they were interested in me, and yeah, I find that like kind of like a slow burn or something like that, or like just friendship, community that develops over time. I really like that. And I've also had some really, really intense connections that felt so out of capacity but so like alive, and they taught me so much about myself, including mourning the relationship when it shifts containers. And I find like all of this so exciting, and I'm really leaning into just trusting my emotions, trusting the process. And it's really hard because I get attached to people, and then I look at my attachment styles and I get like you know, front row seat to my own trauma and to my own world. And I just feel like there's a well of things that it's really hard to explore in monogamy because you're invested in one person. And I think it's not impossible to explore that. But somehow, to me, polyamory has lit this like multiple lights on parts of me that really want to be healed. I didn't even know wanted to be healed, but they're like screaming within me. And I have the beauty of also learning where my boundaries are, practicing with people that the stakes aren't so high, caring for the whole, seeing other people's needs, realizing when there's not enough capacity in the whole to have a sustainable relationship. And again, mourning and grief that comes with that, because yeah, I do get attached, and I'm like, oh, this would be amazing if this continued at this intensity. And at the same time, like I don't have that kind of capacity to maintain that because I'm a mother, and I am, yeah, doing liberation work as well. And I just really enjoy, I mean, all of this exploration has been emotional, it's been online, and I really enjoy that as well because I don't have the capacity to go outside and meet people and do anything physical at the moment. But maybe, yeah, one day, maybe there will be capacity that opens up, and that'll be beautiful as well. If there's capacity also with my spouse, which we're talking about so much stuff. So it just brings up so much like, yeah, it kind of breaks out of the rigidity of marriage. And it has also like reawoken me like erotically and connected, like I feel so much more connected to my body because yeah, online it has been emotional, it has been sexual also online. And it's incredible how you also like feel this like sexual charge with people online that you really connect with. And it's super exciting and it's very intense. And at the same time, yeah, like again, there's like these been two very, very special and very different relationships that were sexual in nature, and I think both of them shifted out of the very intense new relationship energy, and I really loved that that I went on this bit of a roller coaster journey into myself from meeting these people. So it was less about them fulfilling my needs and me realizing that, yeah, they were a spark for something that was already existing in me, like the play and the eroticness and the boldness and the creativity and the play. I already said play, but like sexual, like wordplay, like hilarious, absurd sexting, just really, really like, yeah, really interesting things that I've discovered about myself. And there's this mom that I connected with in the E&M community, the ethical non-monogamy, and she's like, I love being able to flirt like a teenager again, and I'm like, yes, I love that too. And I just have been so enjoying this journey. It's also been very, very intense. Not to downplay that area between my spouse and I, just talking about what it would mean to be with different men, and yeah, the friendships that developed. Oh, I really enjoy this because it's kind of like coming out of a nuclear family, and there's also some sexual things like online with those friendships, and it's just hilarious and again like absurd because like we're witnessing each other sexually and kind of making sexual jokes and at the same time we're talking about like normal everyday things and checking in on each other, like, how are you doing? So it's really cool that, you know, like I feel like I want to be witnessed in every area of my life, and also like sexually I really want to be witnessed in, and it's like really exciting. So anyways, that's my update. I'll be doing some EFT tapping. Yeah, again, I guess my main thing that I just want to say, like, I'm learning about myself is just I'm so enjoying like connecting to who I am, and realizing that it comes from within me. Like all my relationships, if they were to fall away tomorrow, there's like something within me that I've taken away from them, and it wouldn't be like completely, yeah, of course I would be mourning and grieving, especially long like term relationships and things like that, but like these shorter term connections have taught me that when things change, like it wasn't the other person that was, yeah, it could have been like a combination of the two of us, but it was also like me bringing my own energy, and that I'm coming away from the relationship with something more that I know about myself rather than something less, that I'm losing a person or a strategy to meet my needs, that there is abundance around needs, and I don't have to covet like one specific person. Yeah, even if I like prefer that, you know, that one specific person meet my needs in this particular way. And I think that's also why monogamy is also really tragic and traumatic sometimes, because the one person is like even unspoken, there's a demand on them to meet like every single need of yours, and it's just not possible. We need that in community. And even like I feel like even in E&M and spaces like that, like just relying on one person to meet your need is absolutely like crazy making, or two people or three people. It's like more of a community event to know where there's capacity to support and meet needs, and yeah, and then the interdependence of that. I said I was gonna stopped like a while back, but I still have more to say apparently. But I am ready to go now, and I will, yeah, I'm about to make a tapping video, so yeah, take care.